The next product we are making is the pastry cream. Pastry cream is a simple recipe, but it needs to be made with a little bit of care because when you combine the emulsion to the hot milk or any hot liquid, there's a good chance it might get curdled. So when you're doing it here, we're doing it a little bit in a little bit of a measured form. So we're going to take a little bit care about it, a little bit more care. So we've got milk. All the milk goes in the pot and this pot is going to get heated up. So I'm heating it on a low flame, on low heat, so that will keep heating up there. And in this bowl, I'm going to combine all my eggs. So this is all the eggs that have gone in there, all the egg yolks have gone in there. Then the black thing which you see in that is the vanilla essence. So just use a spatula to take out everything so that it's completely clean like this. In this eggs, I'm going to add the sugar. So you got to be careful when you add the sugar in the eggs, whisk it up immediately. If you leave it there without whisking, good chance that the eggs will form a skin. So whisk it up completely. Now in the emulsion, the next product that's going to go in is going to be the corn flour. Add the corn flour in. And mix this up as well. So using the vegetarian recipe, we'll show you that technique as well. So just checking to see the milk is boiling. You can see the heat coming out. Let it come to a single boil. You can use a clean spatula just to stir it around so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Now once this boils, I'm going to combine it into the egg mixture. So the egg mixture that we have here, I'm going to combine it into that. This has come to a boil. You can see the steam has come to a boil. I'm going to combine this into. Now if you're using remember if you're using a gas, please hold this with the help of a duster. Then a little bit more and stir it up. Then you can add a little bit more. So until almost all of it has gone inside. So I've added about 75% of the milk into the egg mixture here. Now I'm going to pour this back inside this pot. All this is happening apart from the flame, so it's not on the flame. We don't need heat for this. Again, use the spatula, take out as much as you can from this, so it's nice and clean like that. We're going to put this back on the heat. This time we're going to put it on a very slow heat. So very slow heat, and you will continuously stir this. So continuously stirring like that, you can't stop here. You cannot stop. You got to continuously stir this. At some point, all this froth which is there on top will just dissipate and disappear completely. Just keep stirring it. It's going to become nice and thick right now. Once it becomes nice and thick like this, keep stirring it till all that froth disappears. Once this is done, switch off the heat, take it off the flame. You want to stir it up a little bit. You can see all that vapor coming out. Once this is done, you're going to add in the butter. Now some chefs add in the butter and then put a layer of cling film on top, or they just let the butter melt on top. For me, I like to incorporate the butter in, so just add in the butter. This is an unsalted butter. You can even use a salted butter, and literally just blend it into the pastry cream. So this butter is going to give it a lot of richness. The pastry cream becomes very smooth. And this is done. So nice smooth consistency. Once you give a nice smooth consistency like that, this is done. So even wrapping this is an art. While it's hot, you'll have to put the cling film on it like this. To ensure it touches the surface. So doing this will prevent the skin formation on top. Now there's no skin formation on top. And one more coat on top like that. So this is protecting your pastry cream. This pastry cream will now sit inside the fridge till it becomes cold. You can even leave it outside to get to room temperature. But leaving in the fridge is going to harden it up a little bit and make it easy for me to make my next product with this. That is going to be my creme légère or my creme diplomat. Now you can also use this pastry cream to do your tart fillings. You can also use this pastry cream to do your fillings of a variety of products. You can stuff it inside your profit rolls. There are a myriad of ways in which you can make use of this particular product. So don't just restrict yourself to one thing. For me, this is the base that goes inside the diplomat that gives the flavor to all your cakes. Just whipping cream and putting it inside your cakes will not give you that flavor. So this is going to give you that depth. And I'm also going to show you the veg version of this. So we're also teaching you how to do the pastry cream in the vegetarian recipe. That's very important for those. If you are planning to do a cake without eggs, then your pastry cream also should be eggless. So you can't have egg going in one and not in the other. So in this, what I'm doing is a very simple recipe again. We're bringing the milk to boil. So this is just plain full fat milk, 2.5%. I've got sugar. I've got custard powder. Now this custard powder basically is a combination of your starch and vanilla. So just add it here. In the custard powder, I'm going to add the sugar. Now some chefs, what they do is they add half the sugar here and the half the sugar here. Either way, because it's going to go inside, they're going to be mixed at a later point, so that's pretty alright. You're going to again take this water and you're going to add it here. Now this is on the heat. I'm just going to give this a light mix like that. Light mix here, and using the spatula, I'm just going to mix this up as well. You can notice that this is really yellow. A lot of it has got to do with what kind of custard powder you use. Some custard powders are milder in color. Some custard powders are very fierce in the color. So the color entirely depends on the custard powder brand that you use. You can use a whole range of products. I mean Wakefield or Brown and Polson or Crown, or I mean whichever brand you want you can use this, or Bluebird. Whichever brand you would like to use, you can use that. That's not a problem. Most of the recipes will be can be used in the same way that I'm doing right now. So just kind of mix this up. The sugar doesn't have to dissolve or anything. You just need to mix this up and keep this on the side. Again, this needs to come to a boil. So stir it till all the sugar at the bottom melts. You don't want sugar to stay at the bottom of the pan. that is going to cause a detriment to this particular product. It will start to stick to the bottom. In case you're using a gas, always use a duster to hold this because it's going to get hot. In induction, it doesn't really get hot. So don't worry about the extra froth and all that. That will all dissipate after the product gets cooked. Notice now there isn't any sugar at the bottom. No sugar at the bottom. At this stage, you got to just let this product come to a single boil. This product has come to a boil. Again, I'm going to transfer this product into the emulsion here. Simply pour little by little. Mix this up. And I'm going to start to pour this back into the pot. I'm using the spatula for all this work here right now. You notice that the heat has dissolved most of the sugar. You can use a spatula to kind of take everything out of the bowl so there's nothing left in the bowl here. Now this is not on the heat at the moment. This heat is not even switched on at the moment. I'm going to put the whisk in and then switch on my heat. Again, go for a medium heat or a low flame and keep stirring it continuously. All this froth will disappear, don't worry. Just keep mixing it continuously. Do not stop. Do not stop. Keep mixing. So you notice that this is almost starting to get thick now. Don't stop stirring. Stir it continuously like this. You got to keep stirring it. You can change your grip on the whisk if you want. So I'm not stopping to stir this. I need to stir this really till it gets really thick. Starts to pop without you stirring it, that denotes that the product is almost well cooked. Now you can switch off the heat. Cook it a little bit more. You can take it off the heat now. And add in the butter. Again, mix this up. You'll notice that this is a little bit more runnier than the other recipe. Do not worry, this will firm up when it gets cold. Smooth flowing like this. Again, skin cling it like that so it doesn't form a skin. So this plastic wrap forms a skin on it. So if a skin does form, what happens is you will have to basically sieve this, pass it through a sieve to remove the skin. So all this is done just to prevent that one step. An option to doing a skin cling is if you can put a wet, you can also try to use a wet shower cap on top there, so that basically or any kind of material that will stick onto this and form a layer. but the cling wrap is always the best source. Last is to wrap this up as well. Once this is wrapped, I'm going to again leave this in the fridge. Now I can store this overnight if I want to use it for the future. If I want to use it immediately, I can store it and take it out within a couple of hours. Once it gets cold, this product is good to go and you can start to make your leger wings.